In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
Mikey, I really need you to get that ice in that penis.
I'm working on it.
All right.
That's not the microphone.
I like how you leaned into it, though.
Sorry.
I like it, Mikey. It's got a good beat, but it's hard to dance to.
I think that's all you're gonna fit.
That
in
looks
there.
good.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
All right.
Okay. We got a little taste testing going on here.
Little taste test.
Yeah, we got a bottle of Jack Daniel's Bonded, and
That just says to me stronger, shitty whiskey.
It's 100 proof. I'm going to let the ice
And
melt.
you can say shit. They say shit on primetime TV. You can say shit within the first 2, yeah?
Yeah, no,
yeah,
for sure.
I think shit's okay.
Honestly, I think you can say anything during the first 2. YouTube just doesn't like us.
Yeah, they don't say you can't say
F
it.
them anyways, man.
That's so much better.
We got to let the ice melt just a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
Let it water down a little bit.
a little bit.
You do you, bud.
What are you smelling, Scott?
That is good fuck whiskey. It's called FUK. I didn't. That's not
FUK,
cussing. That's the name of
actually.
it. It's Fuk.
That's FUK whiskey.
Yeah.
It's bad.
That is
It's awful.
That is in the top 2 of the worst whiskeys I
It's
have ever
really
had.
bad.
Really?
That's why I got that one sip in, and I was like, "Yep, nope, that's hard pass." It's really bad.
You're not getting this micro content. Let me cradle these.
I think that makes it even worse.
You don't need to hide your micro glass.
It's
Oh,
not good.
Nope. Oh.
Yeah. It tastes like
Don't look at me. It's not my fault.
I don't even get flavors other than ass.
it tastes like if you've ever been like working on a car that was like carbureted and you fuck the float up a little bit and it like sprays and you get it like a little bit on your lip
Yeah.
and you're like,
Of like the brake free,
yeah. And you're
or
like,
the
starter fluid.
like the
yeah.
starting fluid
Yeah.
thing and you get it and you're just like, oh.
No, that's not good. Jack Daniels, you knocked it out of the park with absolute trash.
Yeah.
on this one.
Yeah.
So this is the
one
Jack,
thing that I can rely on Jack for is to be consistently awful.
This is the worst Jack I've ever had.
Yeah, it's worse.
This is Jack Daniel's Bonded Tennessee whiskey.
Just means it's stronger, shitty whiskey.
Aged-
But it also says it's bottled in bond, which means that
Aged-
it's supposed to follow the policy.
I mean,
aged in select barrels for added depth and character.
yeah, but
The bottles of what?
So it says caramel, rich oak, and spice,
Cool. Maybe I'm just
giving
poor.
way to a pleasantly lingering finish. They got lingering finish correct because that shit did linger. I'll give it that.
there's spice in there.
But
It's
they-
like ass spice, but
But
that's
yeah,
spice.
they spelled. I don't know. This is pleasantly. But
Is that the
it's-
missing Spice Girl?
Ass spice. That would be my favorite Spice Girl. Victoria Beckham took her spot, I guess.
We're gonna put that one in the loser category.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty
awful.
Yeah, not a fan.
I used to drink Jack Daniels, and I don't know how I used to drink Jack Daniels.
You were a child.
I was. My palate was not developed.
Yeah.
But I have a bottle of their Sinatra Select. Actually, Scott got me probably fucking 8 years ago for my birthday. And it's still at least half full.
Yeah.
Like
Because even like the highest of the high, it's still like
it is still Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Well, it's like everybody's like, well, I like Gentleman Jack. I'm like, that's just expensive shit.
No, gentlemen.
Like,
No,
Like,
It just
I-
gentleman's just filtered twice.
yeah, I used to drink single barrel.
it still tastes
But it's
like Jack.
still like now that
Yeah,
That's just concentrated trash.
the single,
Yeah.
the single barrel is probably the one I tolerate the most. Like I can drink the single barrel Jack.
yeah.
Just cuts over there. The single bear is the one that I hate the least.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm not a fan of any of Jack Daniel's products.
No.
So we
Really?
got a new sponsor this week, brought to you by Jack Daniels.
Bonded.
Not.
No.
Not the Jack.
Watch like
Good
next
God.
week they reach out, and like the week after that they're like,
Why don't we send you like a tasting panel? Be like, no. How
Sure.
about no?
or they reach out.
As long
and
as
we're
they
like,
send me like,
I'm a whore though, man.
As long
So
as
it'd be like brought to you by Jack Daniels.
But so if
It
we
would
do that,
be-
Mikey, if you do that though, you have to be in a dress with a wig.
Oh right.
I think we're just doing
Right.
it wrong. The best way to like sample all of the different Jacks is to pair them with Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Vanilla Coke.
That's what we're missing.
That's what we're
That's
missing.
what it is.
When you first started that, I thought you were going in a different direction.
So
Well, cocaine is the one you have to
if
mix
that was
with this.
so if that was Jack Daniels bonded and Dr. Pepper,
Might be better.
there might be enough going on in there.
Yeah. 23 flavors plus dog shit.
You just drink it and go, what the fuck's wrong with my Dr. Pepper?
It masks the dog shit.
Either that or it's just shit flavored Dr. Pepper.
It's like, man, this Dr. Pepper is gross.
It's
Oh, I put
gone
Jack
bad.
Daniels in it. Oh, that makes
Anyways,
sense.
we're like way past thing. Pay the bills.
Yeah, it's brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Actually brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Screw yourself that sweet. There it is. 15% off. Wellness.us for all those CBD treats and needs, man. Dude, and I probably smell like freeze gel right now because
You had a long weekend.
I had I had a long Friday. And then
I over squeezed my freeze gel roller.
you over squeezed it.
I over squeezed it.
Did it pop out?
No. But it got so in certain films that like foamy buildup that can happen. it looked
in certain films.
in certain films. It looked a lot like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what were you doing with it?
I over squeezed it.
It's a common problem with guys our age.
I over squeezed my freeze gel.
We'll go over there. Freedom Friends 25 will get you a quarter off your order. Don't over squeeze it.
Don't over.
And you don't want that foamy
You get
reaction.
you get foamy balls if you over squeeze your freeze gel.
I've never squeezed mine.
Don't.
Well, Jazz is leaving out an important tidbit
Yeah.
that he used it as lube and he was squeezing it and it created this
If you use
frothy-
freeze gel as lube, like I'm gonna hand you my man
no,
card.
no, it's
Because you are all that is man. Like, there's
is
nothing left
fucking-
for anybody else.
I have a feeling it would be great until it wasn't.
For about 45 seconds.
It's like I got dared to put Tiger Balm on my balls one time, and I did it, but then I sat on top of a fan, just letting it blow for the next hour. It wasn't fun at all. So, like, yeah. So if you're using that shit as lube,
Yeah.
you are a fuck.
We
You're
had
He-Man,
kids-
dude.
We had guys that were putting it on their balls to stay awake during Firewatch.
Yeah.
See, I drink coffee
Yeah, see.
Right? I was like,
and
what about the
chewed
rest of us that
or
just
had a
like use
cigarette.
tobacco
I'm
and
so
drink
disappointed.
coffee?
I wish you would have just
I was
said
drunk in the barracks. It
use
wasn't to stay
coffee
awake.
I use coffee. I use coffee.
Yeah.
to smear on your
all these
balls.
guys, and you hear about this shit, and they're like, put Tiger Balm on my nuts, or I put Icy Hot on my eyelids. Shit, it's like, drink coffee, you fucking
Yeah.
child.
Like I
what?
knew dudes who used to like dip coffee grounds.
Yeah.
That I got.
I kind of got that. Or the guys that would just chew, or they'd fucking smoke cigarettes. Then you hear about these guys who are like, man, I'm getting tired and I just burn myself with a cigarette. And it's like, what the
See,
fuck is wrong with
That's
you?
retarded. Yeah, that's not smart. That idea has an extra 23rd chromosome. Okay.
You're either plus one or minus one.
That's one of my new favorite TikTok trends. And maybe my algorithm is a little bit different than your guys.
Double it and pass it over. Yeah.
You want double this chromosome, or you want an extra chromosome, or you want to double it and pass it to the next? Like double it and pass it to the next.
And then they go to like their little brother.
I
and
know.
it's like,
I'm the
God
biggest piece
damn
of
it.
shit because I'm laughing.
Yeah. It's funny.
It is.
It's funny. I don't care. It's funny.
You know what?
And
You
IC
know-
Tech coolers. Go to ICTech.com for those who get it. Use that code FreedomFriends10. Get you 10% off.
And don't forget our affiliate link
Yes.
over with Murph and the boys.
Yes. At grillyourassoff.com/FreedomFriends
Yeah.
podcast. Get yourself some seasonings.
Or some jerky because it's fucking delicious.
Dude, I just placed a large order of jerky.
It's really good.
It's so good. And I tried this chili beer salt
Mhm.
on a quesadilla.
Mhm.
Not mad at that
Do you know what else it's really good
at
on?
all.
Rim a margarita with it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's for.
Well, it's supposed to be for beer, but we tried it for a margarita, and
That'd be delicious.
I did it with a bloody. I rimmed a
I can
bloody
see
with
that.
it. And it
I
was
just I don't
solid.
like tomato juice. I love the concept of a Bloody Mary. I can't get past tomato juice.
Yeah. I can understand that. It's not for everybody.
No.
But I'm like booze and celery.
Do you
I like all these things.
Do you eat chili?
I know it's weird.
See, I hate tomatoes. I don't mind when they're in chili.
Yeah, like I eat
It's like
chili.
I like ketchup, but I don't like tomatoes.
I eat chili.
ketchup.
I use ketchup. Like
Yeah.
I like pizza and all that. But the idea of just drinking tomato juice.
But there's a difference
Just-
between tomato juice and
Bloody
how
Mary.
a Bloody Mary is
Bloody
supposed
Mary
to be
mix.
made.
Yeah.
Not mix. Like I have a recipe for
like,
a homemade
yeah,
Bloody
I make
Marys
my
and
own.
Fucking A.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I make my own. I prefer my own.
Yeah.
because I love the concept. I really do. I
Yeah.
love the idea of like what it is, and I fucking sit there and stir it with my celery and shit. Like I'm here for it.
Sure. Well, it's a meal.
I
in
just
a
can't
cup.
get past the tomato juice thing.
I like to use V8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the only time I ever drank V8 was basic,
I hate
and
when
it was
people
strictly for the
use-
calorie intake.
I hate when they use Clamato.
That is the grossest
It
shit
is
on the planet.
disgusting.
That's the
What the
tomato
fuck are you
beer
putting-
shit, right?
It's got clam juice in it.
and tomato juice.
What's the
Ugh.
tomato beer shit out of
That's a
Michelada.
yeah.
Michelada? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's fucking gross too.
That's a Bloody Mary without vodka and add beer.
No, it's beer and tomato.
Yeah.
Like that's
Nope.
That's
Yeah.
not even the
I'm
same
not a fan
category.
of that either.
Because you couldn't even convince me to like want the idea of tomato juice.
But
in
if you
beer.
do like micheladas, I bet you this beer salt would actually be good in that.
Like if you have to put tomato juice in your beer to get your beer to taste good, for one, your taste buds are fucked.
You're drinking the wrong beer.
But like, there's so much other stuff out there to drink that tastes good.
See, I am of the opinion that if you were adding anything to beer, then the beer's no good. Like if you have to put something in the beer to make it taste good,
Typically, the
then
only
it's
thing
not good.
I
beer.
add to beer is a shot of half Jameson and half Bailey's.
And that
Sometime
beer
in
is a
March.
Guinness.
Yeah, I do it about once a year.
I do it about once a year. It's usually in March.
I wish I could say I do it once a year. I just did it a fucking week ago.
Well, they're so good.
They are so
They're
good.
so good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your weakness, huh?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
It's like adult chocolate milk.
It's so good.
We
man.
used to do them on the show. Fuck, we were a bunch of animals.
Yeah. We did.
Oh,
We
It
did.
was a
Fuck, I
Monday night.
forgot
Remember we
about
did car
that.
bombs on the show.
That's stupid.
That first 18 months of the show, I think I've just
I blocked it all out.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of it.
That's because you blacked it all out. All right.
That's
we were
not-
blacked
Fuck,
out,
those
man.
were rough.
We were fucking wasted.
You
the
know it
whole
was
time.
bad when the four of us looking at each other going like, I'm really thinking we should dial Mondays back. Like, it's-
Well, when you're trying to one-eye it back to the house on a Monday, you know.
Good thing it was a Monday though.
it wasn't that, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday
Tuesday
morning
sucked.
getting up going like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're listening to this, comment down below where you started listening, what episode you started listening to the Freedom Friends.
And if you like or dislike where we are now.
Yeah, do you think we have improved or
do we need to get back to our roots?
yeah.
Please don't say
Fuck,
yes. I don't think my liver can
And you were
handle it.
allowed to say whatever you want to. That doesn't mean we're going to listen to a fucking word of it.
Also true. Very, very true.
I can't go back to that.
I could slip back there pretty
I could
easy.
probably, I could probably tiptoe that way, man. I'd be all right with
Look,
it. Now.
I'm not saying I couldn't physically do it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I really don't want to.
Yeah, well, it's because hangovers in your 40s hurt way
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Like Jesus.
Because I think I could get hit by Scott's truck and recover faster than I would from a good hangover at this point.
Dude,
I
sometimes-
worked on a couple hangovers this weekend.
Yeah, tell us about the trip, man. You went out to Fort
I
Campbell,
think
or
it's-
what's it called now?
I think what you
Fort
went.
Campbell.
It's still Fort Campbell. That one didn't
It
get
didn't
changed yet.
change. Yeah.
I think the purpose of the trip is dope as hell, though.
It
Like,
was.
It was.
So
I think that's super
it,
cool.
It was the 20th reunion for OIF 1 Battle Force reunion. So like our brigade, our battalion.
To get that.
It's also a Games Workshop set that's coming out next month. Be tiny little dudes. You can about put them together.
Which one's Scott? You're gonna have a little Scott.
No, it's funny. There's 4 different toy companies that, for like, I sell model kit. I sell toys.
Sure.
They all call them battle forces. Like they're
Oh,
all
yeah.
like when the set comes and it's like, here's this company of dudes. It's a Battle Force box, and like that's what you.
The other battalion named Mattel, they were a bunch of pussies.
Bunch of fucking Ken doll looking motherfuckers.
But no, it was good, man. I got to, so I hadn't seen the guys in my sniper section forever. Like for all 20 years, I saw maybe one of them twice. But most of us showed up and we had a good time. One of the guys from John and I's platoon came down there, Ackerman. He hung out the whole time. Good dude. I love Ackerman.
Mm-hmm.
No, we just had a good time. I really am convinced now that I have TBI and can't remember anything 20 years ago. So, because a lot of stories were told that were, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. But,
I'm right there with you. But the last 18 months, I'm starting to go like, boy, I think I did rattle that bean around a little more than I thought I did. Because there's some shit that people bring up, and I'm like, oh fuck, no,
Well,
that actually happened, didn't it?
I don't remember any of this.
John and I have had platoon reunions. So our platoon stories, I remember because they've been spoken and heard
multiple
You get
times.
reminded.
multiple times. But the sniper stuff, like there was shit that I haven't even thought of or remembered in 20 years and was getting brought up and was like, oh fuck yeah. So,
Wow.
but no, it was good. And our battalion commander, he was there and spoke to us, and I guess we got a Valorous Unit award that was awarded to us that was never actually awarded to anybody. It was just done in paperwork, and some of us found out about it 20 years later. Which
You're
is
going to
cool.
demand that they update your DD-214?
You got to do a DD-215.
No, because it's a unit award. It's not an individual.
No,
This still goes on your shit.
but if
we're
you're
authorized to
in
wear
the
it.
unit when it's
awarded, then
awarded,
you get to wear it
it is
permanently.
also it's a permanent one you
Like, I
wear
have,
to
like-
whatever unit you go to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I have like 3 meritorious unit citations.
because like when I went
I'm a DD-214.
when I went to the 314th, they had a unit award from Bosnia.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wasn't in
Yeah.
Bosnia, so I was allowed
So you
to
wear
it.
that while you're in
But
the unit.
if I
Yeah.
left, but if you
Yeah.
get the award,
Yeah.
if the award is given to the unit while you're a member of the unit,
Then
it's a permanent award.
Oh, okay.
So it would go on your.
It's like the French
You got
Fortigé,
to get those points,
like
man.
the kind of like your purse strap.
Yeah.
There's only 2 regiments of the Marine Corps that can wear a purse strap.
Yeah. That
That's-
purse strap got me out of a ticket.
You told me that's awesome.
So
The 5th and 6th, 5th Marines and 6th Marines are allowed to wear it, the French Fortigé, but only while you're at that unit.
Yeah.
So like if like let's say I'm with like 1-5 and I get to wear it, and then fucking I go to another unit.
Yeah.
That shit's got to come
well,
off.
like if I reclass, I don't get to wear it.
If you reclass.
So it's only while you're actually infantry you
Yep.
can wear that.
You plan on reclassing pretty soon, John?
Nope. Well, that's the first thing. When I got to Nebraska, we talked about this before on the show. I wanted to ski Scott's DD-214 because after I got out, our battalion got transitioned to Arista Squadron, which is a Cav Scout unit.
Yeah.
But he was still in the sniper section, and he didn't have to reclass.
It's weird that the scouts have a scout platoon that's
Full of infantry.
made of real scouts.
But that was the first thing I looked for to see if he reclassed a 19 series instead of 11. I was going to be like, ooh. And I seen it as 11. I'm like, oh. That would have been
Reclassing to
shit
03
talking for the
Weeblo.
rest of my life.
The Weeblos.
It's a real scout.
Fucking Eagle Scouts for life, dog.
I mean, the 19 Deltas could be called Wee Blows too because they blew.
So I want to say thank you to you 2 gentlemen and Justin for coming and supporting Hero Sports
And
at
I
the
will-
banquet.
I will caveat off that thank you and thank Warfighter for giving me the seat at the table
Yes.
at the event that he's thanking.
And you were missed, buddy. I had a few people ask me about where you were at, and I told them, and they were like, "Oh, well, I guess that's cool." Well, was
I had
like,
2
"Oh, yeah."
people thank me for the quality of the cigars.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because they just saw me at the table and I was like, I'm walking around. They're like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, you guys make really great stuff. And I was like,
Dude,
I'm
I went-
glad you're enjoying them, man. They're like,
That's it.
It's like I went looking for you. Did you leave early?
I left around 10:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just couldn't find you. I was looking for you and Caitlin.
They left,
We left right before the concert started.
yeah, right after the live auction stuff ended.
We stayed
Okay.
through the auction and stuff, and then we left before
That
that.
might be right when I was looking for you. Actually, I
But-
might have just missed you.
You were busy. It's not a.
Yeah.
It was all good.
No, I know.
We hung out with Jim, saw some other, met a dude that came up had the whole like fucking tweed jacket and the cowboy hat and everything on, and I was chatting with him, and he's like, "By the way, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Rusty Wallace." And I went, "Why do I know that name?" And I was like,
You run track,
I was
right?
like, "No, it can't be that Rusty Wallace." And it turns out it wasn't. He was like
I
the
was like,
he was like the
like-
VP for a fucking government contracting company, but he also had a band.
But you know, his dad was a big fan.
And it's and I was like, but it didn't click at first. Like he just said his name, and I was like, "Why do I know that name?" And he was talking about guitars and shit, and I was like, "Is that the fucker that they said was playing tonight?" And then I was like, "No, that's a NASCAR driver, isn't it?" And it's like this whole process.
I was like, yeah, I didn't know he was there.
Yeah.
Somebody should have fucking said something.
Shit.
I'd have gotten him a raffle ticket or something.
Yeah, something. Fuck.
No, it's fun. I'm assuming, just because I don't know, but I'm assuming that a whole bunch of money was raised for Hero Sports that night.
I haven't seen a dollar amount yet,
But it
and we got to pay the bills obviously on it. But
yeah,
yeah,
it was good.
But it was a chunk.
went
They had
pretty
some
well.
pretty good firearms on the live auction.
Yep.
They had some pretty good packages for the raffle stuff.
Almost had an M1 Garand walk away.
Really?
Damn near.
Yeah.
Somebody accidentally put it in a cooler, and
Whoops.
they were when they were moving stuff from the
from the stage?
from the stage back. They just stuck it in the cooler because it was going to be a live auction. We decided we held off on doing it.
Mhm.
So somebody just put it in there, and I opened up the cooler to double check, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" Pull it out. I was like, "You ain't getting this one." They're like, "What's that one?" I was like, "It's an M1 Grand, and it wasn't even on the block tonight, and you ain't taking it." And so,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh fuck, I didn't know. It was a mystery. I didn't know." And I'm like, "I'm not blaming you.
Right.
I'm blaming. Actually, it's probably Sam's fault.
Yeah.
it was probably Sam's.
Everything's Sam's fault.
Yeah." Saw him
He
at-
came and introduced himself to me because I'd never met him. Because
Yeah.
you guys met him on the hunt and shit. So he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, you don't know me, but my name's Sam, and I'm the one you guys make fun of all the time." And I was like, "Good to meet you." He's like, "Y'all some funny motherfuckers." And I was like, "It's good to meet you, Sam." And he was like,
So
"All right." And then he went limping off to whatever fucking Sam does. It's
So
like, I don't-
I got there
He didn't have
early
his-
in the
he
day.
didn't have his walker.
I got there like 1:00 in the afternoon to drop cigars so that everything was ready. They had cigars on the VIP tables and they had
Yeah.
cigars that were available for purchase. And so I dropped them off and Sam was there helping set everything up. And Sam was in flip flops, like slides.
Slides, not flip flops.
So he was in slides, right? And as we all know, Sam has 9 toes. He wouldn't let me see the missing toe. He kept his toes hidden underneath the slide, like the strap on the slides of the flip flop. And and I walked around the whole fucking place for him. And every single time he was like hobbling. And I'm just like, motherfucker, I'm like, come on. Like, I want to see the missing toe.
because he's not missing one. It's just two are grown together. It's just this one.
No, it's gone.
It looks like an extra thumb toe, but like where his
on the
pinky
wrong
toe's
side of the
supposed to
foot,
be.
Yeah, it's the stuff of nightmares. He's got a prosty for it.
Yeah.
He's got like a prosthetic that fits over. So it looked like he had all 10.
I was gonna say, I don't think my toes have the skills to land a prosty. But
You never know. We don't kink shame.
Sam might be the only dude I know that's older than you, bro. Like
Yeah.
shit. Like, he's old as fuck.
Yeah.
That is
Whittled
a-
his prostate.
That is a fucking geriatric. Yeah, he probably did whittle it. Yeah. Good God. That is a geriatric fuck. We love him dearly.
Yeah.
He busted his ass for us actually
He
on
really
Friday,
did.
man. He did a lot
He's a
of work.
super nice fucking guy, but I was
Yeah.
waiting for him to offer me a fucking Werther's original. Like it was,
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Um,
I went to give him a hug at the end of the night, and I think he was like, he got his nuts kicked in. He was doing all the firearm transfer stuff.
yeah, he was busy.
He got his nuts kicked in all night, and so at the end of the night, like he's just starting to finish everything up, and you can tell he just been put through the ringer. And so I went to just go give him a hug, like, and he's like, "What do you want?" I just want to give you a hug. He's like, "I don't fucking trust you." And I'm like, "Sam, I'm like, I was trying to be nice right now. Like, I give you
dude,
shit all night long.
How
I'm
many
trying to
people
be
have
nice."
molested that guy? Fuck.
I know.
show me on this
And-
doll where the bad man hurt you.
The answer is a lot. A
Yeah.
lot
It
of
is. It's
people
a lot of
molested
people.
him.
I've been
Yeah.
guilty
that night.
multiple times.
Yeah,
So
everybody
that's-
likes to touch on Sam. That's
But it
true.
was good to meet him.
Well, he made the mistake of saying, because he was an aircraft maintainer in the Air Force. That's what his entire career was, right? He made the mistake of saying to me and Mike Barker that he is considered the grunts of the Air Force.
It wasn't
And we were
just you.
like,
He told everybody that.
no, we were like,
what?
you all need to hear this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he was like, well, we're the grunts of the Air Force.
Now, just because you go, when you're tightening a wrench
Right.
doesn't make you a grunt. Like, that
Does
doesn't.
not. You don't get that moniker, my man. So there was a lot of, hold up, wait a minute. Fucking
Look,
going
Sam, I
on
hate
with
to
him.
tell you, but there's only a handful of people in the Air Force that can consider themselves grunts.
Yeah,
And they're not maintainers.
They are not maintainers, man. No, I would even say that the list is shorter than you think. PJs, and that's
Still pushing it.
pushing it because they're more medical than anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd say the combat controllers. and
Combat controllers.
TAC Ps, that's about it.
I wouldn't even give it to MPs. I don't
TAC-
think
I said
no,
TAC
TAC
Ps.
P.
TAC Ps. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't give it to the SPs.
The majority of the time when
well, the
they're deployed,
MPs
they're-
are special forces anyway.
Yeah.
So
no,
Oh, the-
fucking,
On
Yeah,
SF for
but
the Air Force.
combat
Fucker,
controllers,
that's,
TAC Ps.
that's a security guard.
it's special
You be
because
careful with that
extra,
SF shit.
It's
You're-
that
it's
extra
security
chromosome
forces.
special. Fucking-
Security
Well, they used to
forces.
get called. They used to be called SPs because they were security police. Because that's what they are. They're security guards.
Yeah.
That's what they are. And they got tired of getting called rent-a-cops, I guess, and they changed it to security forces to try to act cool. And all it did was just blow up in their face because I contracted with a bunch of these fucking numbnuts, and they were the
SF,
worst.
and then they gave them berets
yeah.
just to make it worse.
Yep.
Like, I
Black berets.
Yep.
Right? Is that what they
Well,
were?
they had to make it look like there was a show of force on the gates. Because the Army wears black berets. So if you put an Air Force dude in a black beret in a similar looking uniform, they might think the Army's guarding it.
Yeah,
And they're
but
like, oh, wait a minute.
Everybody in the Army has a black beret. Like, you know, the HR specialist wears a black beret.
Mhm.
No. Still.
And I don't want to hear the whole, like, it doesn't matter. Everybody's a soldier. And, okay.
No, that's only the Marines.
Yeah,
I'd
if
probably
you-
rather have an HR specialist than an Air Force cop. To be honest with you, I'd probably rather have an Army Air Force or an Army HR guy than a fucking Air Force cop, dude. To be completely honest with you, like that's just me. I don't know. And my dad was an Air. This is a hatred that goes back to childhood. My father was an SP in fucking Vietnam. Like I've never liked Air Force cops. I've always thought they were dog shit. And it's always like, oh, sorry, man, let me get this chip off your shoulder. Because they're always trying to act so fucking hard all the time. And it's like, bro, you don't have to
That's
do that.
every military cop, though.
Well, yeah.
Every branch of service. If you're an MP, an SF, whatever the fuck, if you're a military cop, like you thought it sounded great. And then you realize that everybody fucking hates you. And your job is just to fuck your buddy.
Yeah, you're a buddy
Like,
fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, professional blue voucher.
especially the ones that are like, all you do is sit outside the gate for the guy that's 10 minutes late. So he's going to go 3 over to try and get to Garrison on time because he's coming in from off post. And so you're going to make him half an hour late to give him a speeding ticket.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
And that's your whole fucking existence.
Here's something that I always love. Every time I meet an MP, they're always like, well, I was a field MP.
Those are the worst.
And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, so you, like none of you want to admit that you were the dude giving tickets on base, but you fucking were. Like you were. Like, I was a field MP. And
Yeah.
that means you were buddy fucking people in the field when they're more vulnerable. Fuck you, man.
Or
like,
they'll tell you that their whole
To
job
be
is like,
fair, that
if
wasn't their
something
mission.
happens in the field, like there's supposed to be like a fight or whatever, they're supposed to be there to fix it. And I'm like, I
don't know
You
if
know,
that's-
most of the time we just let them fight it out, and then
They weren't
they're useless.
they weren't cops in the field. They were
So there's a
that
couple.
wasn't their mission.
There's a couple MPs, Army MPs that I met when I was living in Europe, and they were the only ones that were like I still talk to them, and they were cool because they were the dog handlers. They ran the kennel on base,
Yeah.
and they did bomb and drug detection.
Okay, I'll give them a pass.
I've never had beef with those guys. Yeah, I'll
But-
give those guys a
But
pass.
there was a whole separate MP unit that was not these guys weren't attached to them. And those are the ones that like drove around and gave everybody tickets and all this
Yeah.
shit. The other guys with the dogs would pull me over just to fuck with me because they had a cop car with lights. And I didn't know the difference till he walked up to the window. And I'm like, fuck you. And I take off.
I will say one thing about Air Force cops: they are better trained than any other, like military police,
they
because
can guard
Wait,
a gate like
wait,
it's
wait.
nobody's fucking business.
well, they go to FLETC, Air Force sends their SPs to FLETC, so they get the same federal law enforcement credential as the FBI, as the CIA, as freaking VHS.
That used to hold weight. With
Yeah,
me.
we all know how that goes nowadays.
Well, true, but at least, but that's why I would get those guys on fucking contract all the time, because they have a federal law enforcement credential that says that they're fucking well trained, which means at one point or another they got the federal training.
Well, are they well trained or are they just extensively trained?
Like, well, touche, touche, sir. But so I will give them that. But that's just another example of the Air Force actually taking care of people, right? That's something that transfers over. Like, you can get out of the Air Force as an SP and be you have a federal law enforcement credential.
I've got a buddy of mine that's he's figured out this whole, I've never seen the system be gamed as strong as it's being gamed right now. So this dude is a flight instructor for the Air Force. So he teaches people how to fly up to the C-130. So not just the little bird shit, but the big boys. And he's like, can fly the C-5, the C-130, like all the big fuck you birds. So he's getting out of active component because he did Air Force Academy. So he had to do his certain window. But
6 years, I think, or something.
I think it's 8 if you're flight.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That makes sense.
Because it's another 2 years after the academy for flight school and all that shit. So I think it's 8 years if you're flight. If I'm wrong, I'm sure the internet will fix it.
Yeah, none of us are Air Force, so none of us know what the fuck we're talking about. We're going off what other people have told us.
Your fat, sweaty thumbs, I'm sure, will fix whatever the fuck I'm about to say. So he's getting out, but he's transferring into the Air National Guard. But it's one of the permanent positions for the Air National Guard. It's an AGR, but the Air Force calls it something else.
Yeah. No, they call it. My buddy Dave just
he had another acronym for it. Whatever the fuck job he's getting has a specific acronym.
AGR.
But it keeps him on flight. So it's like a weird window job. But while you're on it, if you get contracted with a major airline, you stay on your active orders and you pull that money while you're getting your flight hours for the major airline.
Oh.
So he's going to be getting paid by the carrier airline and his AGR position, and all the flight hours for the major airline maintains his flight license for the Air Force. Is what I was like, holy shit, dude. Man. And he was like, yep. And because he's an on-call pilot, he can live wherever the fuck he wants to. He just has to be close to an international position for anything that his flight service, that the airline services. They're not required to live anywhere. Right. They just have to be able to go get on a bird.
Yeah. Well, then they deadhead to wherever they got to go.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So he can jump.
Your bird's at Dulles. Okay.
But then he can just jump seat.
Yeah.
To that and do the circuit and then come back, but he never loses. So he's still getting essentially full-time service points while never actually putting the uniform back on.
Wow.
And I was like, fuck. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good for him. Haters gonna hate, man. But
he's a squared away dude, though. Yeah. If anybody was gonna figure out how to game the system, he's one of those dudes that you're like, you know what? I like you. You're not like a shitbag that figured out this loophole. That's like he's a squared away, really good dude. But I'm telling you right now, he could walk in that door right now and everybody would be like, "Oh, hey, sir." You would, you could just look at him and go "Oh yeah,
officer."
Yeah, and not just officer, but went to the academy. Yeah.
Tucked in polo.
You may
shirt.
not know which one. But you can look at him and be like, you're a ring knocker and you're fucking, 100%.
Tucked in polo shirt into fucking shorts with Birkenstocks.
Yeah. The whole fucking, with the reef flip flops and
got
shit.
A screaming eagle. Just that screaming eagle haircut.
No, it's the Air Force rag. So it's,
so he's
could almost be civilian, but is definitely
nice.
Still in, yeah.
Nice.
Good dude though. Really good dude.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him. I'm like, fucking nailed it. That's the system to go after.
That's awesome. Way to go. Yeah. So how'd I do?
As far as
you want honest notes?
Yeah.
Or you just want
No, hit me with it, dude.
don't guilt people that spent money on tables
You went a little hard
if they weren't VIP. Because look, some of those people may have bought those tables, and that literally could have been all they could fucking afford.
Yeah.
So shitting on them because they couldn't give you more money they don't fucking have.
It was a joke.
Yeah, but you told the joke like 9 times. It like
That was the whiskey.
It was the hate veterans. That joke I told like 9 times.
I in my head I made a bet. I was like, I give it 3 minutes.
Yeah, that one was a
before that
little.
one comes out, and I think in about 90 seconds.
That was a little
I
rough.
was like,
Yeah.
You can't make the people feel shitty that they already donated but didn't donate as much as somebody else. And it's
So-
like most of these people donate what they can afford.
We actually said it at the table, the sentence before you said it on the
It was like,
microphone.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like, well, because you hate veterans, and then you're like, yeah, because you can just hate veterans. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, you guys have all heard that fucking bit before.
Well, that's what we
So you
said.
knew it was coming.
Other than that, you did fine. You kept it short, which was fucking good on you.
Yeah.
I did feel attacked at one point
Wait.
because I was getting up, I was walking out to go have a cigar when one of the speakers were up there, and you got on the mic and you told everyone to pay attention to the stage because that's why we're here.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
Or
That
wasn't him.
that was Anthony. That was the owner of the fucking place.
Oh, okay.
That just
Yeah,
grabbed
yeah.
the other mic. And
I was
said,
already
yeah.
outside,
'Cause
and I heard him go like,
I
"Hey,
was like-
can everybody shut up and pay attention?"
yeah, I
to
was
the
like
person on the
3/4
stage?
to the way to the door, and then they said that, and I like turned around and looked around, and I was like one of the only ones standing up, and I was just like, whoop, because just kept walking to the door.
I was walking out through the VIP
yeah.
to go out to my truck to grab card readers when he said that shit too,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Huh." I was like,
There were several of us standing outside, and every single one of us were vets that were standing outside smoking cigars when that comment happened, and all of us at almost the same time was like, "The speaker was better. They'd pay attention."
"Hey."
Like,
They had good speakers. They're I just don't think everybody knew I mean, they're what the fuck you want to call them?
Pamphlets.
Yeah, but it had like the
program.
The program
Yeah.
was at every table, every seat in every table. I just don't think people paid attention to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Well, that's
so,
why I
like,
tried to give like intros for it a little bit, you
But
know,
that
where I
intro-
was
and-
like,
they decided to close down the highway down to one lane on a Friday night during rush hour.
good
"Bro,
God.
getting
So-
there was a fucking nightmare."
Half
It took me
people-
an hour and 10 minutes to
Yeah.
get there.
Half the people showed up like as the guest speakers were talking.
Yeah.
And I think that had like a lot, like people were showing up and they were like, "Oh, I don't really know what's going on, but I want to drink and
Yeah.
whatever."
Yeah.
All overall, I thought it was a great event. And I told Barker this, like from the outside looking in, it looked the fucking smoothest out of any one of the big Hero Sports events I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I have to give it to Hero Sports that it was like, and this is not an exaggeration, it was like 90 seconds or 120 seconds of Hero Sports like saying what they did. And then it went right back to what Hero Sports is about, which is about like vet stories and that kind of thing. Like it was very little. It wasn't like this half an hour or 45-minute presentation of like, look how fucking awesome we are. Like
No.
we didn't have to listen to this giant
Right.
masturbatory presentation, and fucking thank you for that. Because if I go to one more of these fucking charity things
Yeah.
where it's like, I know that all of you spent thousands of dollars to be here for me to tell you how fucking awesome I am.
Well, I think like at this event, everybody that's there, they know what
They
Hero
know
Sports
what's
is.
going on. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, they're not showing up and buying a table and being like, "Well, let's figure out what they're about."
Yeah, right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, and that's like Barker even gets like he gets a little embarrassed about it because they like it's at a certain point it becomes like a Mike Barker suck fest, right? Like where they're like, "Well, Mike did this and Mike did that," and Mike,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Stop talking about me." He's like, "I don't want you guys to
By
talk
the way,
about me."
can we get a tailored jacket for Mike?
A what?
A tailored jacket for Mike.
Does he need one?
He needs one that's not off the rack.
Yeah.
Like, sweet Christ. Your sport coat's not supposed to fit like a jersey. Like, let's.
He looked like he walked off the set of Jay and Silent Bob Strike
Yeah,
Back.
He maintains his fucking style, man.
No. One night a fucking year, the man needs to look like he can actually like wear a button. Like,
that's why I buy Athletic Cut, man. It's already
fucking just. If you're listening to this, Mike, and I know you don't, but
you might. You never
fuck, man, just one jacket that's actually like Men's Warehouse. I'm not saying you need to go fucking hard in the paint.
know.
Just go find a suit,
Yeah.
have them tailor it just a little bit. So one night a fucking year, it fits like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to fit like a hockey jersey. Like it's supposed to actually fit.
Jay Silent Bob.
It does. The problem is that like Kevin Smith now wears all those sport coats, but they're all the size of what he was before he ate nothing but potatoes for a year or whatever the fuck he did to lose the weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like one night a year.
He went vegan because he tells everybody about it.
Yeah, fucking Jesus. And one night a year, Mike, you need a jacket that actually fits, my guy.
Yeah.
I was disappointed you lied about yourself, Mikey.
I did.
You said you were from Massachusetts?
Yeah.
I will fucking throw something at you.
You said that, and me, John, and Dave all at the same time went Baltimore.
Can confirm.
Eat shit. Eat shit, all of you.
We were going to start bidding on you until you said that you can't see shit because the lights are so bright.
Yeah,
because we had our bidding paddles. So as you were up there like talking, we were just going to start bidding.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking dark.
Yeah, it was like I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see the tables.
The room was fucking dark.
Yeah.
Like
Like
I'm pretty good at being able to spot like my friends in a crowd and shit. And I literally had to find somebody, and I was like, "Where the fuck is the Warfighter table?" And they were like, "Oh, it's here." And they'd like guide me, and I was like, "It's fucking dark in here."
Yeah, it was.
And given the population of the room, having a brighter room where shit like that can happen, it's more it fits in with our community better, and B is more Hero Sports style than the like.
No, I agree.
Formality of it all.
I mean, and that all comes down from the venue, though. Like they handle all that shit, man. I do want to shout out somebody, Army veteran Taylor, my favorite bartender at Thirsty Horse. She came through and she gave me a bottle of Jameson, which we all.
I saw that shit from the other side.
I see because she handed it to me, and 30 seconds later, John walks up and goes, "Where's the bottle?"
I like literally, and this room is probably what, I don't know, 200 yards,
probably.
And I'm on the complete other side, and I see Mikey with this bottle, and I was talking to somebody, and I'm like, "Excuse me." I was like, "I'll be right back." And I fucking beeline right over. I watched him. He hit it under his table, and then he literally stands up. He turns around like he feels all proud because nobody saw it, and I'm like, "I seen that."
I was like, it's under there, man. It's under there.
It's fucking great. I think I was in the building 30 seconds. I walked in. I tapped you on the shoulder to let you know I was there. He stood up, gave me a hug, and then he went, as he was sitting down, he goes, "By the way, there's a bottle of JMO under Mikey's table." And then like he sat down, I was like,
yeah, that's what it was for. It was for you guys. It was for me and you guys. Shit.
But it was fine, man.
But shout out to her for giving that to me. That fucking saved my night.
And thank God you guys didn't have fucking bougie ass food.
Yeah, barbecue, man.
Oh, that's same as last year too.
Like I'm not gonna lie, before I went there, I drove through McDonald's and got a spicy McChicken because I was like, if the food fucking sucks,
I want to at least have something.
I want to at least
on
have
me.
something in me.
I didn't even get a chance to barely fucking eat. Another shout out to my boy Matt, who's been on the show before, who came with me.
Yeah.
Matt went and got me got me a little finger food plate.
Yeah,
like because he was like, "I knew you were busy. I got you a plate." And I was like, "You're a good fucking dude."
Matt's
man.
a good fucking dude.
So I did have a couple bites just to keep me going, to sustain me. But yeah, I didn't get to eat really much. I was just back and forth from on stage to off, and then running around and doing the whole fucking bullshit. But all in all, man, good night. Yeah. Good night, man. We had some great supporters fun. But yeah, and you know I said thank you to them, but thank you to you as well, Scott. I mean, shit, you fucking with the Anaconda and everything. And
if I could have been there, I would have been there. So.
No, absolutely, dude. Yeah, like.
But honestly, you were out doing exactly what Hero Sports is about, which is like keeping the community alive and like so
literally living the ethos, man.
If there was gonna be a pass,
this weekend was a divide and conquer for us because we were both in the same unit.
Yeah,
so it was either like we kind of sat down and was like, look, like one of us has to go to the reunion, one of us has to go to Hero Sports Banquet.
Yeah,
you know, like how are we going to play this out?
We play rock.
Well, no, it's just
Scott played the age card, didn't he? He's like, this could be my last one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go
man,
again.
Been a minute. No, we kind of took a not really like a I don't know unofficial poll of who was going to go to the reunion, and we realized that like 8 people from our company of 120 were actually going.
I think there was 3.
No, 3.
Me, Ackerman, and maybe one other person from our
Scott's
company.
entire sniper section was going. So I was like, well, you have fun. I was like,
that trumps it.
Yeah,
sorry.
That makes sense.
I'll go to the Hero Sports Banquet.
Yeah.
Speaking of shooting, I guess I'm safe. You're not armed, so.
No, oh yeah.
What's what happened with our poll there, Justin?
I will pull it up.
Now is this fast. A cumulative like from all the different socials?
This is not.
I don't know if that's fair.
No, it's still.
I don't know.
It's still accurate. So for all of you that voted for Team Jazz, Team Scott, there were 175 votes.
Wow.
103 for Team Jazz.
Team Jazz wins.
72 for Team Scott. So
What I'm worried about is, though, I saw one of the comments that said was like, I'm pro Team Scott, but I want to fuck Team Jazz. And I was...
Well, there you have it. That's a man of his word right there. And then the air compressor goes off.
Yeah.
I just want you to know, Scott, that I went and voted,
Yeah.
and I voted for Team Scott.
Oh, thanks, yes.
So,
Yeah, I didn't vote.
No, I'm a little disappointed at how far down the rabbit hole we went with it. I was literally hoping it would be like a one-liner, and then I could just do this, right? Like, but everybody thought I was psycho and gonna murder and. all
No, we
this.
just kept playing into it.
No, I know.
I don't think anybody thought it was going to be a killing spree. I literally...
Like I said, I wasn't gonna kill you. I was just gonna shoot you.
Yeah, I didn't ever specify. I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's good.
yeah. Like, but still. Well, there you have it.
I'm still Team Scott.
Right? Right?
Still Team Scott.
Yeah.
there was a few people that unofficially voted Team Rock because they just wanted to.
There was some people that voted
they
Team
just wanted
Rock.
to see a Nerf fight.
Nice.
So yeah.
I mean, we could still have a Nerf fight.
I mean, we could always have a Nerf fight. Nerf fights are fun.
Somebody actually sent a message asking whether or not there was actually going to be a Nerf fight at the show, because
Dude.
that was the show they wanted to come watch.
Dude, I'm not even exaggerating, boys. Like, so a couple years ago, shout out to my boy Kenny with Operation Firewatch. He had a Christmas party that he invited me to. And in this Christmas party, he'd gotten a bunch of toys donated and all this stuff. And he had like this little like corner that was full of these wrap packages. And he's like, hey, Mikey, he's like, all of those right there, those are for you and your boys. And I was like, dude, you didn't have to do that. He goes, no, it's fine. Like, he was like it was like bikes for the kids. He goes, but then there was like 4 packages, 2 big ones, 2 small ones. And he was like, those are for you and him, for you and the boys, from me and my family. And I want you to have those specifically. I was like, okay. And it was the same one where I had won that fucking fully automatic BB gun, the one that you fucking shot, that you were like, this is the funnest thing ever.
I almost stole that fucking gun.
You
That
were
almost
like-
went
you were
home
like,
with
is
me.
this mine now?
I was literally like, I'm just keeping this. He's like, fuck you are. And I was like,
that thing's fucking rad, man.
you won't miss it. And he was like, yes, I will. And I was like,
I think it's fucking awesome.
it is. It's
It's a
legit.
fully automatic BB gun. It's
Yeah.
made by Bushmaster. Like, it's fucking dope.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's not airsoft. It
It's a
like
no,
fires
it's-
little steel fucking
it's
BBs. Like,
177s, dog. Like it's BBs. Like, but at that same event, I opened them up on Christmas morning with the kids, and they were like the big fucking Nerf guns. Like he was like, and there was a note. It was like, I got you these so you could fuck them up. I was like, hell yeah. So they got like little ones, and I got like the fucking battery operated backpack, fucking looking like Terminator and shit. That's
I
fucking
have
amazing.
never outgrown Nerf.
Fuck no,
No.
man.
See, the downfall of us having a Nerf gun fight on the show
Picking them up.
is it's going to be 10 minutes of us giggling, and that's it.
Have you guys seen the TikTok where he takes those adult snaps and puts it on the front of the Nerf darts?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Sir, it is cool. Yeah.
Wow, that'd be really fun.
When Justin and I had our media company, the studio that we had downtown, we had these fucking pistols in our offices that we had fucking essentially overclocked. So like we'd taken all the baffles out of it and like reinforced the springs and like new pushers and everything. And these things would leave welts. So for like 2 years of us working together, we had little bruises like on legs and rib cages and shit from where the darts had hit from like 8 feet out. And it was just like,
Both of us got little holsters for
Yep.
them that would sit on our desk because like every once in a while when it'd get quiet in the office, you'd be like, time to go fuck them up. So you had,
or
always
you'd
had to
like
be ready.
walk in from one office to the other and you'd see just one hand like drift over to, then it was just like, hey, what's up? And I was like, nothing. I just needed to ask you about this edit. And I was like, all right. Yeah.
You said, Justin, but he's got headphones on because he's editing something. You're just like, swap. What the
Oh
fuck?
no, I took advantage of that all the
I
time.
bet. It's amazing. Hey, why is there a cap on that lens still?
That one?
You still had to do something. Fuck you. I registered for your wedding today.
Thank you.
All right. RSVP'd rather.
Thank you.
What, am I supposed to do that?
No, we had to do yours for you.
He texted me and was like, "Hey, can you RSVP?"
How sure
Yeah.
are you that
I
he's
thought I
actually
did.
going to come to yours? I mean, fair is fair.
Yeah, I mean,
You gotta
you didn't get
Fuck,
it.
wasn't it just day of? I'm just like, sorry, bro. I didn't get an address.
By the way, Haley didn't know that she was the maid of honor.
She found out Saturday.
She found out on Saturday. And she's like, she calls me because I guess they all. This is our wives' ebb and flow. Is they go get margaritas and then they go to Target, and that's what they do. Right? And
It's the most expensive margarita I've ever bought. every time I get hey, on Saturday I'm going out with Haley. I'm like, all right.
Yep,
But like,
yep.
all right. So it's going to be a $400 margarita.
I said
got it.
I Venmo'd Caitlin $30 for a round of drinks on Saturday.
Oh, I was expecting
Yeah,
to come home to like bags
to something.
because it wasn't just Haley.
No.
She had her whole wedding party there.
Yes.
And I was expecting, and I was like, I'm not even gonna take it out of the bags. I'm gonna pick the bags up, put them in a box, and tape the box shut.
There you go.
We're moving 4
You're
days.
moving.
I'm like, fucking.
She should be like, there was cheese in that. You'd be like, fuck.
Like that was blue cheese.
But yeah, so she calls me on their way to Target and she goes, by the way, I'm the fucking maid of honor. I was like, what? She's like, yeah.
First off, how did
I
she not
didn't know
just guess that?
She don't know.
Well, Caitlin doesn't have a sister.
True. But she's got friends.
And she's got Haley.
Well, yeah.
There's a difference between
Sniper
Caitlin's
buddy.
friends and
Sniper friend. That's true.
yeah. I mean, they've like slept naked in a bag together.
That's
But, like,
true. Yeah.
That's like,
Caitlin's
I have-
farts from her eating beef treats
So,
fucking just kept them warm
she's
all
got
night.
3 and I've got 3.
Yeah.
But my 3 are Justin, you, and Kivy.
Yeah. It's going to be a funny wedding party.
Justin's got it by default because I have a brother.
Sure.
Like-
you didn't earn it.
But I don't. But I also haven't like put any responsibility on anybody because ours is we paid one fee, and they covered everything.
Yeah.
So like we don't have to do fuck all. Like they're doing everything.
Yeah, just
And-
show up.
We're also married, but just now having our wedding.
Right.
But yeah, so then I guess Haley immediately went into maid of honor mode and started turning into like, well, we need a bachelorette party and we
She
got to
doesn't
do
know what the
this and
fuck-
we got to do that. And I'm
She's
like,
never been a maid of honor, so she's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I was like, well, fucking,
Yeah.
It's Caitlin. It's probably pretty easy. Like, you guys get to go do weird shit. I guess they're
I
going
tried-
to like the oddities.
I tried to pass mine off because he asked me to do the best man, and I asked him, I was like, you sure you don't want Drew to do this? Like, this is, I don't know if you want your 40-year-old brother to be like,
Jazz is my best man, but he has an automatic out of anything. Because I'm like, you don't want to come hang out with my friends. Like, my friends are fucking
no,
annoying.
and I know you guys have like plans to go on like trips and shit, and I'm like,
All I want to know is
fucking go do your thing.
Yeah.
Like,
when's the bachelor party?
yeah.
I have nothing to do with it. Drew and his crew are handling all that.
Yeah. When is this?
I think in like 2 weeks.
Or do we
Do
just,
you guys want to crash it?
yes. Let's just crash the bachelor
And
party.
then just
I want it. This is
drink them under
on.
the
This is
table.
on record. I had nothing to do with this.
Where's it at?
But he's still gonna go.
Where's it? Is it destination or is it like local?
Yeah, y'all
or
are
what?
I don't know,
going
my buddies
somewhere.
are planning it. So
Yeah,
I
his.
haven't been told yet.
Huh.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that Justin's my brother. What the fan base may not know is that I'm 13 years older than Justin.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy that you want putting your bachelor party
Or
together.
you're exactly
when
the guy that you want.
no, because
How many bachelor parties have you been to?
too fucking many.
That's the one. That's why you should be the guy.
Yeah.
No, because
Because you're going to know what works and what
but now I'm
doesn't
too
work.
old and I don't want to go do it.
You don't have to do it.
I
You just
mean,
have to organize
Yeah,
it.
you just got to fucking set it up.
It's easy. You get a bus driver and an itinerary.
Huh.
Knock yourself out.
No, I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah, but you can crash it with us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we'll fuck them kids up. Dude.
No,
Fuck
like,
them kids.
I am.
I'll buy
I
the
am
rounds.
aware
Yeah,
of
that's
what
how
you're
I'm gonna
going
fuck
to
'em
do.
Yeah.
And I was reached out to, and they were like, "Hey," and I was like, "If you're asking me if I'm like feel left out, no,
Yeah.
you're Gucci. Go do your thing. Go get
Yeah.
fucking weird. It's fucking fine." My job as his older brother and his best man is to look out for the health of his marriage.
right.
Him having a fun wedding is on his age group's friends to go do that.
Yeah.
My job is to be here to make sure he has a healthy marriage, not a decent wedding. Because your wedding doesn't mean fuck all for your marriage.
That's why I think weddings are bullshit.
I'm glad they're having one.
They're
I'm
a
glad
racket,
they've
though.
got it all
Like I
together.
said, I'm jealous of all you guys that got married later in life and had your friends officiate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wish, like, I just wasn't smart enough.
You can get married again.
I could, but
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Don't worry, he's already told me he's not coming to mine.
well, not because I don't want to.
This goes to reinforce that Scott doesn't like me. He loves me, but he doesn't like me very much. I also totally fucking get why. Like,
Yeah,
I understand.
there's a medical reason why.
I get it.
Like, yeah.
It is hellacious ammunition, though.
Yeah, it is. I'll give you that.
It's almost like if you had a brother that didn't,
come to my first
to
one.
your
Yeah, to
first
my
one.
actual marriage.
Yeah. It's almost like that kind of ammo.
But
Yeah.
do you know what my brother has done?
You know who's going to be at all three of these, though? Me and John.
Goddamn right.
But one thing I will give Justin on before I got married, after I've been married and whatever, he has been amazingly supportive and has been there for the health of my relationship and my marriage. He's been there every step of the way, every milestone. You've been an amazing support. Like I could not have asked for a better brother as far as
You know what we could really
supporting the health of my marriage and my relationship.
Let's be
You've
fair,
absolutely
though.
crushed it.
Let's be
man.
fair,
You've
though.
been incredible.
Your wife's fucking cool.
She is.
It's not like you're married to a piece of shit that
Yeah,
he has
it's
to
not
do.
like-
He's literally done nothing, and you're giving him all these props.
Let me have this.
Fuck you, man. Tough love time,
No,
bitch.
he's been there.
You know,
He's been there.
you know what we really could do to make Justin's wedding fun
Huh.
is send out that RSVP link to all of Warfighter's email.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we should do that and dress like we're going to Jazz's wedding, and just show up to his wedding, dress like Jazz's wedding, and be like, "Whoa, sorry, wrong wedding." Anyways, we're already here.
I kind of like this idea. Technically,
No, us four are dressing up like the founding fathers signing the Declaration of Independence.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to sound like I'm big dick or whatever, but the suit I rented wasn't that expensive.
Y'all are just gonna be fighting for food with that many people there. That's all I have to say.
We'll bring our muskets.
I like my chances. Like, I'll eat in the middle of the ceremony. I'll just be like, get out of the way. But you know what? One thing you guys did that I thought was kind of cool is you have a link to support your honeymoon.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, we've talked about it on the show before. We've been in a house for like 2 years now. So like there's little things here and there that we like and we don't necessarily need, but we want. But we also were like, well, if we can
It's hard, right?
alleviate-
Like,
yeah.
When you've established a household already,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all of a
Plus-
sudden you want to go this traditional registration route, and it's like,
Plus, Abby did her bridal shower, and that was a bunch of close friends and family members, and they all knew what we were looking at. So they bought like half of the fucking registry already. So we were like, well, shit. Like if people want to donate a little bit of whatever to the honeymoon, then fucking appreciate it. Also,
Yeah, I wasn't buying your fucking Nespresso machine. Fuck out of here.
oh, do we have one of those on there? Atta girl, aim high, baby. No, but it's just little stuff like that. But it's also like. I've told everybody, I'm like, if you get us something, we appreciate it. If you show up and have a good time, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Like, fucking.
No, I contributed to
You know
the
what-
to the honeymoon because I like the idea. I
Appreciate
think it's a cool
Oh,
idea.
absolutely.
You know,
John,
where it's like, yeah,
I've had
fuck it.
friends that solely do that because they were in the same boat and they were
I
like,
would
"We
rather
don't-
do, yeah.
We would just rather have a honeymoon we don't have to pay for. And I was like,
you have the
fucking
rest of
A.
your life to accumulate shit. Trust us.
100%.
Yeah.
Trust us.
and as
That
somebody
is-
that's already done the traditional wedding route and had the registry and
Yeah.
got the stuff,
Yeah.
do you know how much of that stuff I have now?
Way too much.
None.
Oh.
Because it all
Well,
broke.
It all
After,
breaks.
yeah.
It all fucking. It doesn't matter. It's
It
like
all
look at this
divorces
fucking.
out.
It all divorces out. But it's
She
like,
takes it with her.
but no, even before that, because my first one was 7 years,
You know what though?
and all the electronics, all the kitchen utensils, and all that
Yeah.
shit. it all broke, or
Well, then
like
your tastes change, right? Like the shit you think you want when you're a fucking newlywed, you don't fucking really want. Like you don't really need. And once you get established, you're gonna be like, I never fucking use this.
Now that shit makes sense if like you're both in, maybe you're living together, maybe you're not, whatever, and you're in some apartment, and then you're like, right after it, we're gonna buy a house, and we have fuck all.
Yeah.
And now you've gone and registered. Now you have plates and silverware and all that shit. But you guys, you've been in that house for 2 years.
Yeah.
Like you have plates and silverware and it like, bro,
You know what?
how much
I
shit are you
still
gonna
use-
register for?
I use paper plates more than anything, man. Still.
Yeah, still. Especially with kids.
Yeah.
90% of the time we're on paper plates.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why fucking bother?
Well, you buy fucking 500 for $3.
Yeah.
It's like,
Where
all
are you
right.
getting them for $3?
Yeah, no shit.
Walmart, dog. Walmart.
Oh,
See,
use
I'm-
the shitty ones.
No,
I
the
am
Walmart
still-
brand one, the Walmart everydays are exactly like the fucking Chinette fucking not the heavy Chinettes. Those
Yeah.
are who's got that kind of money. But the other ones.
Might as well just buy real
I
plates
do
at that
because I'm
point.
not religious.
Well, if you were religious, then you would have that kind of money.
No, because I'd have to give it all to the church.
Unless you had a
So
church.
we were talking about crashing his bachelor party.
Yes.
I can one up this. We should crash his honeymoon.
I know where they're going.
Where are they going?
We'll talk off air.
Is it destination?
Is that why you haven't told me where
yeah.
you're going? By the way, I
No.
know where you're going.
I know
No,
exactly where he's going.
I actually have been meaning to talk to you because I know you've been there a few times.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know
have a
where
problem.
I know where they're
I know
staying.
where
I know what their itinerary is.
I know where we'd stay
That's
if we
weird.
did
Let's
crash.
just
I told him everything except for the itinerary. I
let's
don't
just
know what
hijack
No, you haven't told me
this
the
bitch.
itinerary.
I like
Did I?
that.
The stuff that you're going to do, and then the next day off, and then the other stuff. Yeah.
Because I know where I'd want to stay if we did, and it's not where they're staying because there's a better place to stay. But you got to kind of know the right person to
Well,
call.
that's perfect because then we could just show up one afternoon and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah, how you doing? He just goes like, no.
He's
No.
like, "Fuck." We all have microphones.
by the way, fellas, the thing that I ordered for us has shipped.
Okay.
So
Cool. I didn't
I
know,
know
you
what he's-
ordered it.
I know what he's
You
talking
know
about.
exactly what I'm talking about because I showed you. You and I have a choice.
Oh,
It-
yes.
It has shipped.
Fuck yeah.
Don't worry about it.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, is it for the wedding or something?
Nope.
No.
I mean, it
Anyways,
could be.
so we're gonna leave it on the mystery. Sign us off, fucking.
Yeah, so it's brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO, screw yourself that sweet 15% off. OWellness.us for all your CBD treats and needs. Use that code FreedomFriends25. That'll get you a quarter off your order. Of course, Icy Tech coolers for those who get it. Go to icetech.com. Use that code FreedomFriends10, 10% off.
Icy
And-
Tech. Justin needs a cooler. He's getting married.
They do. Maybe I'll hit up Patrick. He's in town actually right now.
Actually, that reminds me. You need to come get that fucking cooler from my house.
Nice.
Okay.
And use our affiliate link with grillyourassoff.com/Freedom Friends Podcast. Give us a little cheddar cheese on the back end. Otherwise, boys, I'm going to raise my glass. Say thanks for being my freedom friend. Cheers, cheers. Tink. Like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons. Tell your mom.
Tell your friends
Tell your fucking mom's friends.
Mm-hmm.
that Shutton's getting married and he's got a fucking honeymoon fund. Put that shit in the links. Let
Yeah.
people go fucking.
There you go. Yeah, put your registry fucking link in
But
the.
not the whole registry. Just put the honeymoon fund thing in there.
Yeah.
Fucking
yeah,
who
okay.
knows?
Yeah.
Throw it in there.
Buy him a beer for his honeymoon.
I think I can do that. yeah.
buy the boy a drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Shit.
And if,
You need
I
a-
swear to fucking God, if I figure out you used any of that honeymoon money to pay a bill or some shit, I will castrate you personally.
We're gonna fuck you up.
That money is to be wasted
Yes.
during the honeymoon.
Yeah,
You,
that
you
is-
need to drink all the frozen dirty bananas you can find down there.
They're so fucking
Oh,
good.
they're amazing.
It's a drink.
They're fucking amazing.
They're so fucking
I've never been wherever the fuck they're talking about.
Oh,
Honestly,
anyway,
sorry,
anyway,
all I heard was dirty banana drink.
I have-
And I was like,
and that should you.
I have several times and it's awesome.
phased you.
Mikey, this is the Caribbean, not the Pacific.
oh god, oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, all right.
It's
Mikey
not the
started
dirty
laughing.
banana like mine. You know what I mean?
Mikey
So
started
fucking
laughing, and I was
good.
like, I don't think I want a dirty banana.
No,
Yeah,
you do.
it's so good.
You really do.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Fucking A.
You want as many as you can get.
Yeah.
All right, well, like, share, subscribe, smash those buttons, everybody. Otherwise, 3 little things. Not hard to do. We're doing them all right now. Not hard at all. Jazz?
Fucking smoke on.
Scotty?
Ooh, drink on.
And goddamn it, kids.
Freedom the fuck on.
Later.